Albany's Rock Station Q103. It's Styles joined in studio right now by the gents from the UK, Heaven's Basement. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thanks, man.
To wonderful, cold-ass Albany.
Nice. Cool,
I heard you guys were stuck in Syracuse earlier this week with the wonderful snowstorm that we've been having up here.
Yeah, we got snowed into the town, which was pretty good because we found some bars and had a great night. So it's kind
when
of
snowed in, drinking is the way to go.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's at least what I've learned since I've lived up here. I've been here about a year. I came from North Carolina, and that's what I've learned is alcohol's the way to go.
yeah.
So how's traveling on the roads for you guys, being here in the States and being also in a bandwagon? For those who don't know, it's like the smaller version of a bus, but almost kind of, I hate to say the word rinky-dink of a bus, but it almost is a bus.
It's been fun. I mean, we're just in there in the back all day, traveling. We've got our music, guitars, a fridge, drink, so it's kind of, we've got films, anything we want to do, really.
The throwback to touring in a normal van is you can't drink too much because you don't want to tell the guy driving to stop every 2 seconds so you can go to the toilet, whereas this is like living the dream because there is a toilet on board. Yeah. What more could you want?
It's a travelling bar.
Well, you don't have to be sleeping on benches like you would in a van, which I'm sure you guys have done in your time.
Oh, yeah. And that, there's nothing, I think travelling in a van has its benefits as well, but this has been really easy the last week and a half. We're just turning up at places in the morning.
Yeah, ask our driver the same question.
People.
It might be a bit of a different answer because he's the one having to deal with the roads. We're just sitting there, just getting drunk in the back.
Now he's from the UK with you guys as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not used to, because we were talking off air before we got into the studio, how like these roads over here compared to the ones in the UK are just crap. There's a lot more bumps. Your guys' roads are more smooth, I guess. Is that right?
We have tarmac. You have concrete.
We do notice it when when you're driving at night and you're in bed and your head hits the ceiling.
They planned it just right for you guys, because the Northeast is the worst time of the year, especially with the potholes and the attempt to fill said potholes.
Yeah, well, they're all full with ice at the moment, so it's fine.
Oh, yeah. Did you hit someone walking on the way here? Like walking in from the bus to the studio?
What, ice?
Ice? Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Oh, I didn't know. I thought one of you said something about slipping.
I was talking about go-karting.
Oh, you want?
I was like, now imagine with ice on the track. I was talking about attaching like bottles of water to my go-kart and like Mario style dumping it so it freezes.
So we're gonna do Mario Kart.
Yeah.
All right.
It was so cold in the bus last night. I went to go and clean the windscreen, and as I got into the seat, it just started like freezing. Like it was freezing in front of my eyes. I've got a video of it.
Well, why did you clean the windscreen before going to bed?
This wasn't before I went to bed. This is when we was pulling up at a petrol station. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Aaron's
He's doing the
Aaron's
squeegee,
the kind of navigator on this, so I call navigator at the front most of the time. So that makes
You're the
sense.
one hanging out in the front.
You got to see where we're going.
All right, well, I got Sid, Chris, Rob, and Aaron joining me in studio. Once again, Heaven's Basement is the name of the band. You guys got your latest album out. It's been out for a year now. Yeah. So coming over here to the States, you guys been doing this, for about a year now or so that you've been coming to the States, or were you coming before the album?
Yeah, it started probably. Our first show in the States was October 2012. That's really when we started touring the album, and we've been on the road ever since. We've probably done, in total now, 5 or 6 months touring in the States, really, haven't we?
Yeah, we spent most of last year backwards and forwards from here to Europe. Just playing as many shows as we could, really.
So how is it to see and hear the fans, like now a year that the album's a year old, seeing them sing it back to you guys now?
Yeah, it's awesome. Like we did a tour in September with the Pretty Reckless, which was the longest tour of the States we've done, and to see people in the audience singing songs, and not just the single Fire Fire, like other songs off the album, singing it back to us. That was awesome, because it means people that have bought the album and dig it,
Were they chanting out what song they wanted to hear next at any point in time?
A few times, yeah.
Oh, there was, because we were like, there'd be shouts like, Heartbreaking Son of a Bitch. Like, I'm really sorry, that's definitely not in the set. I'm like, I know that. I feel really bad now.
Yeah.
Why do you know our song?
Yeah, they were mainly calling out for other band songs.
Play Kashmir!
Yeah. You play Kashmir.
Little Freebird action going on?
Yeah, twice.
Well, speaking of Pretty Reckless, you guys are supposed to be actually on the road with them right now, but Taylor Mopson got sick, so the Snowcore got canceled. How did you guys find out about it? Did you get a call from your manager, or was it one of those situations where you're like, oh crap, we read it in the news?
I think we all kind of found out in various ways. I was with Rob in Manchester when we first heard from Sid. Sid texted us saying like Taylor's voice was kind of like she was suffering from laryngitis, so keep your phones on you for the next day, so as we might not be flying. And then it kind of just escalated from there, didn't it, really?
Yeah,
because our tour manager was already in the States getting stuff ready, and I'd spoke to the Pretty Reckless guys. So I was like, Taylor hadn't got a voice, man. So I was like, on the phone to him, like, just sit tight, I'll let you know. But yeah, no. But, you know, hopefully when she recovers, we'll get to reschedule some stuff, maybe.
Cool. Well, you guys are doing like kind of like a radio promo run right now for the time being, and then I think what is it? You guys got Australia later on this month?
Yeah, next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah.
Also, it's rather coming up really quick then for you.
Yeah, we'll fly next Friday and get there next year.
Yeah, it's like we're doing New York to London to Dubai to Singapore or something to Sydney to New Zealand for 2 shows, and then it's like 38 hours of flying or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god, just for 2 shows.
No, we're doing Soundwave Festival, which is like 6 shows, and then we're doing 2 shows in New Zealand.
Yeah, 6 actually.
And then,
Still though, I mean,
it's going to be amazing.
Flying though,
because it's
none of us have ever been to Australia before, so it's like such an amazing opportunity. You go around, it's a touring festival. Some of our favourite bands are playing it, and you get to see every major city in Australia. Really, have a good time.
Yeah, apparently it's one of the best festivals in the world. Luke, our tour manager's done it a few times, and it's all the bands travelling on the same aircraft and. You know,
it's one big party.
Yeah, just one, and there's loads of our favourite bands playing. Biffy Clyro, Avenged Sevenfold, our fellow UK bands like Asking Alexandria, stuff like that. So it's going to be amazing.
Now, is there anywhere you guys haven't been to yet yourselves individually that you still want to go to? Either
Asia. Japan, yeah.
South America.
Yeah, South America and Asia, I think, for all of us.
Crowd really. In South America is meant to be insane. And stories I've heard,
yeah.
Do a bit of so passionate.
Bit of Russia as well.
Yeah, Russia would be good.
Just don't be going where the Olympics are right now.
I'm intrigued about that. I'm really intrigued.
Just the pictures we've seen on Twitter. There's I think it's called like Sochi fails. It literally is like it's just retweets of every failed thing going on. There's somebody who put a menu up, and in the menu for drinks it says lemonade in your ass. Like that's like the translation to English apparently from Russia.
Oh wow! I mean, somebody went out of their way to get that right.
That's fantastic. We've seen all that kind of stuff, like because of the TV, we watch like Letterman and stuff, and they're doing all the videos of what's going wrong and stuff like that. So,
which is just about everything it seems, anyways.
We're terrible at Winter Olympics. So we've never won a gold.
We're dreadful, but
we don't have any snow.
Anyway.
No, we do have. When we do have snow, everyone just hides indoors instead of training.
Yeah.
No, you guys were talking before we jumped to the studio. You talking about football. Over there, soccer to us here in the U.S.
Yeah,
you guys rather big fans, each of you, or is it just kind of like a few in the band?
Mainly me and him.
Yeah,
mainly me and Chris.
It's a weird season at the moment, you know. It's
Luke as well is so that kind of
But the way that they got me involved is because we've now got money running on it. So now I'm involved.
Now you really care about it.
I bought his friendship.
Yeah,
in terms of football.
Yeah. It could be expensive for me.
How much did you guys put down, if you don't mind me asking?
A whopping £5 each.
Yeah, okay,
like what does that translate to American dollars?
About $8. I won last season. It's looking like I'm definitely not. Actually, I'm City this season, aren't I?
But you don't want to win.
No, I don't want it. Basically, my money is this season on my biggest rivals. I'm a Manchester United fan. My money's on Man City by the look of the draw.
It's a very poetic situation.
Yeah. Make a film.
You want to cheer, but you can't for them.
No, I can't take the money.
I smell an Oscar.
Yeah. Now, with all these tours and stuff you guys are coming up, like you talk about this festival tour you're doing over in Australia, and you guys were at the Golden Gods last year.
Yeah.
Is it still kind of cool? Is it still kind of settling in where you still kind of starstruck at certain people you're seeing and get to hang out with and say hello to? Or
yeah, every time you play with, like, when you see bands that you grew up listening to, it's a rush. Like, I remember the Revolver Golden Gods, we were waiting to go on and introduce Hailstorm. We're really good friends with those guys, and we went to stand in the kind of getting ready to go on bit, and then all of Slipknot were lined up against the wall, fully masked and things like that, like queuing up with Slipknot. You're like,
and they just
so Sid I go like that, and Sid slowly takes a picture of me. I'm like,
I'm not taking a picture, but I am taking a picture of those.
Yeah. There's been some pretty cool moments. Duff McKagan looking side stage and seeing Duff McKagan there, standing watching our set, and
we've met a lot of our idols. Aaron's met Brian May, a massive Queen fan. Chris, you met Nick Mason.
Yeah, Nick Mason at Pink Floyd. I kind of forced him to have a photo with me. It was at this thing, the Classic Rock Awards in the UK, and I was kind of like, I didn't really want to interrupt him, but you only see Nick Mason once in your life, maybe. So I was like, you're going to get up and have a photo.
I like it.
And I made it happen.
Like a white stag.
Yeah.
No, it's been awesome. But the thing is, once you realise that everyone's there for the same reason, it's not intimidating because they're your idols because they share a very common interest with you. Do you know what I mean? Like, so meeting people like Billy Gibbons or Jeff Beck and Zach Wilde and people like that.
Billy Gibbons is a pimp.
Yeah, he's awesome. You just realise that it's because they're just great musicians and music fans, and so you instantly have something to kind of talk about. So it's not like you're meeting the Queen and you're like,
right, and you're like, yeah.
The Queen. Yeah. How's that working out for you? Yeah.
So being over here in the U.S. versus back home, is there anything over here that you guys like that you can't get back home right now?
Every time we come over here, we get pretty involved in wings because we love the Buffalo Ranch combination. Yeah. And you don't really get that in England, so that's one we take up quite a lot.
Yeah. In Canada, poutine.
Also, like the shots you guys do over at bars are proper shots. In England, it tends to be like
half the size.
Yeah, like you got to hold it like a little thimble. Whereas over here, it's like you got to take a few switches.
Yeah, it's sometimes they pour it. You almost swear to God, it's 2 shots in that thing.
Yeah. So that's good.
Well, I know what we're doing later then.
Yeah.
Shots all around there.
I think my schedule's clear for the day.
Yeah.
Maybe some go-karting.
Yeah, go-karting. We'll give you guys the proper Albany experience.
Sounds good.
What that is exactly, I don't know yet.
Well, we're here till tomorrow morning now, so we're open to any suggestions from anyone in the town about what we should do.
Yeah.
Have you guys had any interesting stories so far on this run that you're on right now? I mean, it's still rather young.
Well, it was Sid's birthday like 2 days ago. I think we got stuck in Watertown or something like that.
Oh, good old Watertown.
So we just piled in, and it was really cool actually. We ended up in a bar. And there was like flick a coin and you get your round half price, and he won like 6 times. So it was a pretty cheap night, but we got the right amount of hammered, so that was a good one.
Yeah.
And when we first flew in, we flew into Chicago, didn't we? And we went and had deep dish pizza and watched the end of the Super Bowl. And the deep dish pizza there is unreal.
Yeah,
so that was a good
that is the home of deep dish.
You don't even come close to in England.
Mental.
Like that pizza stuff blew my mind.
You guys don't have like pizza like that?
No, I've never seen anything like that.
The proper like Chicago deep crust pizza pie. Like this place like ships the pastries around all across the US as well. It's like proper, wasn't it?
He's done his research.
Yeah. People order it online. Like
he's sitting there as he's eating. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure I get this at home. So deep dish pizza blowing your mind. What else is blowing your mind over here?
Well, you've got to understand we are essentially just driving. So we're in the bandwagon just listening to music and trying to teach. Basically what happened is we get bored and we try and get Chris, our drummer, to sing songs. So a lot of the time. So we're trying to get him to sing and record all of the songs that Ringo Starr sang for the Beatles.
Yeah, it's like Ringo Starr stuff and Oasis stuff because I've got the Mancunian accent.
So that's pretty much what we spend most of our time.
Hours of fun.
So it's a drunken Oasis Ringo Starr fest.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's essentially that.
Go on.
All right, so when we do the acoustics...
What would I do if I... Do it.
What would I do if I...
Well, that was the wrong lyric. I gave you the wrong lyric. It's not going very well.
But I say, so when we do the acoustic sets, we're going to have, like, what, Wonderwall in this set come up in a minute?
Great shout, got ready. 1.
Go on, play Wonderwall.
You got to sing right Wonderwall. Right here. I want to hear it. Go on, you better come...
There it is. World exclusive.
Today's gonna be the day that I'm gonna throw it back to you. Bye now.
Keep it going.
I'm out of the lyrics. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
Right, good for a stop.
I hope my Oasis thank us for that plug.
Yeah.
See that
that's going to sound hideous.
I need to hear that. You are welcome, America.
As well, he went for it.
Right, that no more in the bus now.
We've made
That's like the ultimate.
No,
how many people listen to this station?
Enough that you're not going to want to know.
Oh, shit.
A lot less now.
And the fact that this is going online, yeah.
Epic.
If anything, Chris, that means you need more practice. I don't give up just
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we know what the next Heaven Basement album is going to be. Oasis covers.
Just Chris.
Well, man, on that, I don't know how to follow that up, but let's go ahead and just real quick. What's going to be up next for you guys for the rest of this year? We're still early in 2014.
We're going to come back to America in May, hopefully do some shows, but we're definitely doing Rock on the Range. That's an awesome festival we did last year, so we can't wait to do that. After Australia as well, we've got our first ever full European headline tour, so that's going to be really, really good fun. And then we'll see where the year takes us.
Yeah.
Just hopefully as many gigs as we can do before someone responsible grabs us and puts us back in the studio, I guess.
How soon do you think that's going to happen?
Not soon on my watch.
It's probably like touring the rest of this year, and towards the end of the year, we'll probably start looking at when we're going to do that and make that happen.
Yeah, it all kind of depends on how long you keep playing our new single for. Once that stops, then we probably do.
Dude, I can't see your eyes through your glasses, but I can feel the lasers coming.
Yeah.
Heaven's Basement. It's Q103, Albany's rock station.